I want to begin by introducing myself. My name is Leslie, and I'm a painter and an art teacher, and I'm really excited to be at your library today. Yeah, Alec?
In middle school, I take art lessons.
Well, you're going to have a good time today, then.
I did a self-portrait.
Well, excellent. You're even more prepared. Luckily, there's lots of different self-portraits you can make, so this one can be a little bit different than the one you did before.
I used paint, and then I used chalk.
Cool. Well, today, as Alex said, we are going to be doing self-portraits. Now, we're going to be talking about portraits and looking at some portraits, and then each of you are going to get to make your own portrait. Now, who can give me a good definition of what a portrait is? Shane?
A portrait is a picture of someone.
Very good. It's a picture of someone. Now, a portrait can be a sculpture. It doesn't have to be a picture. It could be three-dimensional. It could be just of someone's face, or it could be of your whole body. And some people like to have an object stand in for them. So maybe if you're a musician or an athlete, you would have your musical instrument or one of the things you use to play your sport stand in for you. Yeah, so there's a lot of flexibility in what a portrait is. How many of you guys had school pictures taken this year already? All right, everyone did. Did you guys all like your school pictures? No. This is
My pictures never look good.
This is the problem with portraits. You are giving the control to someone else. And then maybe by accident you're looking the wrong way, or your smile is halfway between a smile or a frown, or one eye is stuck shut. Happens every time. In a self-portrait, you get to be the boss. You get to be in control, and you make sure you look exactly how you want to. So that's one of the reasons why artists have really liked doing self-portraits over the years, because they get to show themselves exactly how they want to look. And that's what we're going to do today. Before we begin, though, we're going to spend a few minutes looking at some paintings that I have on slide. By who?
Van Gogh.
One by Van Gogh, or actually two, and the other one's by his friend and contemporary, Paul Gauguin. Now, they were painting at the same time. They even spent a little bit of time together in a small town called Arles, France, where they each had a studio and worked on paintings. And each of these guys, throughout their lives, made lots of portraits and also lots of self-portraits.
In art class, my art teacher, she told us a lot about artists, and she told us about Van Gogh.
Excellent. So maybe you'll have something interesting that you can share. He's done a lot of paintings of landscapes, of flowers, of all different things. The ones we're going to look at today are of people. They're portraits. So I'm going to dim the lights, and we're going to look at a few slides before we get started. And, okay, so here's our first one. This painting is by Paul Gauguin. Now, obviously, this is not a self-portrait, right? Because there's two little girls. But let's look at what he's decided to do in this painting, because everything you see in a painting is decided. Artists are very calculated, and they really think about everything they do. So first of all, we see the whole body, right? So the whole body gives the artist a chance to show clothing. And clothing can tell a lot about a person. So who would like to describe what these two girls are wearing? Michelle.
Rags.
They're wearing rags, yeah, or very
And they're like these like old-fashioned.
old-fashioned clothing, although when it was painted, that was probably typical of peasants who were not well off and had to work. Yeah, Shade.
I noticed that they're blushing and their cheeks are both, and their bodies are dirty.
Yeah, they look a little dirty, and their cheeks are also a little red. That might be because, where are they? Where are they? Yeah, Michelle, where are they? Oh, they're up high, but they're outside. And maybe they're a little cold. If you guys are cold, don't your cheeks sometimes get a little red?
Yeah.
So that's no. Well, my cheeks always get very
nose
red.
gets red.
Your nose gets red. Okay, so, yes, Alec?
My nose gets so, my ears.
Yours get red.
I think it's like a frostbite.
Could be frostbite. So the artist might be showing us that it's cold outside, but then again, if we look at their feet, what do we see or don't see? Yeah, Rachel, what do we see or don't see? We don't see shoes.
Or socks.
Or socks. So that's very good. They're barefoot. So we can tell a lot about these girls. that they're outside, that maybe they're poor, that they don't have their best clothes on. How about their faces? How do they look? They look kind of sad, don't they? So when you guys make your self-portraits, one of the things you will think about is whether you want to show just the face or the whole body, and if you show the whole body, what you are wearing and where you are. Now let's check out another painting by Paul Gauguin. Do you think this is a portrait or a self-portrait? Self-portrait. Yes, this is the artist showing himself. And here we just have a close-up on the face. Now he was in charge here, so he decided exactly how he wanted to look. Now it's hard for me to tell, but I'm wondering what you guys think about how he's feeling in this picture, what kind of expression he's showing on his face. Shade?
He's blue because some of his skin looks bluish.
Some of his skin does look bluish. Yeah, what about looking at his eyes and his nose? Can you read it at all? Can you tell maybe what he's thinking or feeling? Any ideas? Does he look really happy?
No.
Does he look really angry? In between. Maybe he's thoughtful, or maybe he's a little concerned.
What are you doing?
He is. I would call that word maybe skeptical. He's got that one eye kind of raised, like, what's going on?
I knew the word, I just couldn't think of the word.
Yeah, well, you described it perfectly. And I want to get back to your comment, Shade, that he's a little blue. And this is something that all of you will get to think about and do in your self-portraits today, is think about color. Now, a lot of times, artists and students of art feel like they have to use colors they see in nature, and that's it. But you can be very creative with how you use color. And if you look at his face, you see that it's not just one even skin tone, but there's different areas of color. And around his eyes, you see more, what? Blue, gray.
He just got punched in.
Does kind of look like he just got punched or he hasn't had much sleep. And if you look at his forehead and the side of his face, what other colors do you see in his skin? A little bit of green, a little bit of black in the darkest areas, maybe a little bit of pink,
He has a mustache.
and a mustache. So you'll get to choose when you do your self-portraits what kind of expression you have on your face, whether you're thoughtful, excited, angry, happy, skeptical, worried, nervous, sleepy. There's lots of different feelings and emotions you can wear.
His ears look kind of square.
They do look kind of square.
Kind of like ears.
Yeah. Now I wonder, do you think that's because of how he's wearing his hair, or he has ears that are an unusual shape?
Unusual shape.
Let's see, we've got another self-portrait to look at. We can, oh, maybe so. Here we see him again. Less of his ears because of his hair. Now, there's something extra interesting in this self-portrait. What do you notice in the corner, Rachel?
Like, it's like another self-portrait.
Yes, exactly. It's another self-portrait.
My hand keeps like getting...
It's a double self-portrait. So he painted himself, and then he showed a painting of himself in it. That is something else that you guys can do. You have to think about what else you want to put in your self-portrait besides you. Yeah.
On there, it looks like flowers are people with a big white fluffy skirt.
What do you think that is, the flowers behind him? What do you think that's supposed to be? Alec?
His wall.
Yeah, wallpaper. That's right, it's the pattern on the wallpaper, which is often very similar to the pattern you would see on a fabric. And they do kind of look like big fluffy skirts. Okay, how about the colors in his face? Are they the same colors we saw in the last picture?
A little bit.
A little bit. Let's flip back and look. Here and here. These ones are a little bit more, what more color do you see in this one?
Like, it's kind of like a skin tone that's kind of a darker kind of red because it looks all shady.
Yeah, there's more shade on the side of his face. Shade.
That he has he has a brown beard and a brown mustache.
Okay, there's less gray and more brown. Good observation, Alec.
More lighter colors.
More lighter colors. Yeah, there's a little bit more golden light in this, a little bit more yellow.
There's no blue.
There's not as much blue. Yeah, almost no blue. A little bit, but not as much. Okay, so there's different kinds of colors or palettes, you could say, depending on how you want to do your self-portrait. So now we're going to move on. Oh, we're not going to move on. We're going to move on this way. Okay, new artist. Who are we looking at here? You can all say it together because I know you know. Van Gogh, Vincent van Gogh. Now, this is an interesting painting because Van Gogh is showing something about who he is. part of his identity by what he's doing. And what, of course, is that? Painting, that's right. You see him standing in front of a canvas with paintbrushes in his hand and a palette resting on the top of his hand. Yes.
Is that the guy who put his own mural?
He is that guy. He is that guy. Now I want you guys to look at the marks. And what I mean by that is each artist, when they put paint on a canvas, puts the paint on in a different way. It's called a brush stroke. Now, Van Gogh was very famous for his brush strokes because they had a lot of movement and energy. If you look at his jacket, notice how the marks or the brush strokes kind of go in the same direction as the jacket. They follow the curve. But if you look up in his hair, are they going in the same direction as they are in the jacket? No, they're following the line of his hair going up. And if you look at even more of his paintings, if you get a chance to check out a book or see an exhibition, you can see that his brushstrokes go all different directions, up and down, sideways, spiraling around.
Is he the guy who did Starry Night or something?
He had a very unfortunate career because although we now know of him as a very talented and great artist, he had no recognition during his lifetime. And it meant that no one saw his work, it wasn't in shows, it didn't sell, so he was kind of working all alone, struggling so hard, and no one really cared. And it wasn't until after he died that people started to pay attention to his paintings. So he didn't get to be happy and famous and successful while he was still alive. It was very sad. But he made lots and lots of great art and lots of great self-portraits.
Some of the paintings he did.
Some of his most famous paintings are of flowers, like of sunflowers. And there's a really,
Still life?
some are still life, some are landscape, and some are of people. He did lots of portraits of people, and he also did a very famous painting you might have seen maybe at a poster at school called Starry Night,
Yeah, I did
where the
those.
sky is all swirly. Yeah.
did them last year. Me too.
Okay,
I did.
so we're going to look at one more painting, and here you can see even more movement in those brushstrokes. It doesn't look like they're kind of circling or spiraling behind his head.
He looks like he has like face paint on his face.
Well, those are the brush marks. So each brush mark is showing a different direction, and it does look a lot like maybe fur or face paint. But I also want you to look at the colors, because you can see each brush mark is one color. So let's pick out the different colors that you see in his jacket. Okay, Rachel, give me one color.
Now
Brown. Shade, what's another one?
I see that there's white and he looks like a cowboy.
Because of his hat. Okay, white and brown. Okay, Michelle, blue. Anything else, Alec?
In the background, it looks like Starry Night because of the, it makes forms like a circle.
Yes, definitely. Definitely a similar thing going on with the circle shape. So we've got white, brown, blue, and maybe there's a darker color. That could be a dark blue or maybe a black. Do you see anything else?
Copper.
Copper, I think that is a good color, copper. Yes, shade.
An orange.
And an orange. Okay, so this is the end of our portraits. So we are going to turn the lights back on.
I've never walked with a big dog.
Okay. So, we talked about the things that you want to include in your portrait. One of the first things you need to, yes, you do.
Pastels.
So one of the first things that you guys are going to think about is whether, maybe, is whether you want to do just your face or your whole body.
Okay.
You need to think about what kind of expression you're wearing, okay? You need to think about the background space. If you want to include a location, like in the first painting of the two girls, they were outside. You could do outside, inside, the library, school, your bedroom, or it could be like that last Van Gogh picture where the background is really just a swirl of colors. You also have to think about what you want to tell people about who you are. In one of Van Gogh's paintings, he showed himself as an artist. In one of Gauguin's, he showed a finished painting. So both of them were telling people, hey, look at me, this is who I am. So you might think about things you like to do, or people you like who are important to you that you would want to include in your self-portrait. So you have a lot to think about. Now, you guys have used oil pastels before, I take it? Yes?
Yeah.
Everyone? So you know how fabulous and fun they are?
Polish school and in America.
Excellent. Well, just quickly, even though you already know, I want to go over a few things to think about. One is that if you press down lightly on them, they look a little bit like crayon or color pencil, right?
I
But you probably know from your experience that if you press down a little bit harder, you get this really beautiful, deep, even color that looks a lot like paint. And that you can blend them. What do I mean by blend them? Shay, what does that mean?
You can make them into a different color.
Thank you. You can make them into another color by putting one color on top of or next to another. So if I put the blue next to the green, I can use my finger and rub, 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 rub. And what happens to the blue and the green?
Changes into
They smooth, yeah, they smooth right into each other. You can also take the blue and go right over the green. Okay, this is going to happen. Do not worry. Oil pastels are very soft. They break. I have extra boxes just in case. So you can put blue over green. Do you have to stop at 2 colors, or can you put more than? Yeah. Okay, let's try using yellow.
Oh, I want to use red.
Red? Okay, let's try red.
Black.
Let's see what red does.
What about black?
You can do black. Black is a very dark color, and usually when you put a dark color over everything else, it totally covers it up.
Let me just do a small.
So this is what black would do.
Oh.
Okay, it would go black. Now,
If you do this, though, it looks grayish.
very true, and you can definitely do that. And that's another thing you can do. You can scratch back. So let's say you do a yellow underneath, and then you do a blue, maybe a darker color over top.
And you want the yellow black, so you go.
That's right, you can scratch your lines and your yellow will show through. There's lots of cool things you can do.
You get stuck.
You can also do marks like Vincent van Gogh did. You can do quick little lines, and you would probably pick one color and do a bunch of them, and then you would pick your next color and do a bunch of them. And you would keep going, yeah, until they begin to mix together, and you don't have any more white paper showing through. So I'm going to do maybe 2 more colors. And now we have a solid area of different color marks, not unlike the marks we saw in the Van Gogh painting. So lots of different things you can do. I want you guys to experiment and try new stuff you've never done before.
And if you want a lighter color, you just put white on.
Yes, white is a great color to add on top. Not only makes it lighter, but it kind of mushes everything together.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very cool effect. Can you see this, Alec, from where you are? Yeah. Okay. Now, when it comes to drawing a face, there are a couple of good things to think about. One, we're not using pencils and erasers, okay? This is a little different. So the good news is if you draw with a light color, you can always cover it up with a darker color, so you don't have to worry about erasing. I'm going to fold this in half and just show you on this. Most heads are kind of egg-shaped. They're wider at top and narrower at the bottom. Kind of like an egg. Now, if you divide a face in half from top to bottom and from side to side, this is going to help you put in all your features. Now, most of the time when people draw faces, they draw the eyes too high up. But in reality, eyes are halfway from the top to the bottom when your head is straight. They're not up here. They're not in your forehead. So when you divide your circle or your egg shape in half, you're going to put an eye in the center of each one. And what I like to do to make my eyes is I think of the shape of a smile and the shape of a frown. I put the shape of a frown on top, the shape of a smile underneath, frown on top, smile underneath.
And dots. I'm really good at making.
Now you do a circle inside, and you have that circle touch from top to bottom, from top to bottom. And lastly, your pupil, which is a smaller circle in the middle.
I'm good at people.
Now your nose, everyone's a little bit different, but more or less, your nose is about halfway between your eyes and your chin. So you have another line for your nose. And your mouth, more or less, about halfway from, what do you think?
Chin.
Yes. Now I like to draw my mouth expression first. So if I'm happy, I draw the smile, and then I do the top lip on top and the bottom lip underneath. How about the ears? Where do you think they go? Above your eyes?
No, like at the same exactly. No,
Under your, like where your nose.
Surprisingly long. They're from about the top of your eyes almost to the bottom of your nose.
do we have to draw yours?
Your hair might cover them up. Okay, and then of course your hair. Now my hair is very easy to
I
draw.
don't have bangs.
My hair is pretty hard to draw.
You got good curls.
I have
Your neck comes from about the corners of your mouth down, and then you can do shoulders.
That's good.
Okay? Then you can begin to color in. So if you don't like these lines, it won't matter once you start doing your skin, whether you use this color or you add colors like we named. Remember all the colors we named? Blues, greens, grays. You could even do yellow. Everything will just begin to get covered right up. It's better to start with lighter colors and do darker colors last. Yes.
Even if your hair's a real dark color?
Well, with your hair, if that's going to be the main color, it should be fine. But when you're doing the skin, that would be my...
Skin hard.
It depends on how you want to do it. It could be hard, but I think it could be fun too.
That looks kind of odd.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be realistic. It could be very playful.
I know.
And the last thing I'm going to have you all do is each of you are going to have a mirror to look at. So you can get the very specific details of your face, the shape of your eyebrow, if you have freckles, or any other special things that you want to notice.
Do I have to put the scrape on my head?
No, you don't have to put the scrape on your head. So you can have the mirrors to help you out as you draw your eye. Oh, I forgot eyebrows. Don't you think I need eyebrows?
Yeah.
Okay, so eyebrows.
Do bushy eyebrows, I bet.
Got pretty dark eyebrows. So when you color the hair in, you'll see that the eyes are actually in a pretty good spot.
And your eyebrows are usually the same color as your hair.
Usually, but not always.
I said
Your
usually.
hair's put up.
Do you want to do your hair down instead of up?
I don't know.
You can choose. If you want to do your hair how you have it, use the mirror to help you out. If you want to use your imagination, you can use your imagination. Okay?
Can I use this?
Yes. Do you prefer that one? Does anyone have any questions about your project? Now, you're going to have really big paper, so you're going to get to make your face kind of larger than life, unless you want to do your whole body, and then you'll get room to do all your parts from head to toe. Okay? So I'm going to pass out the paper, and I'm going to pass out the oil pastels, and then you guys can get started, and I can help you out with any parts that you might need some assistance with.
What if you just look for a nose, you just go?
Noses are tricky. I can show you a couple different ways to do noses. There's nose in profile, which is kind of like that shape you just showed me, Michelle. It's kind of almost like the letter L if you do your nose from the side. From the front, I have one kind of way that I like to do it that I think is a little bit easier. You guys might want to do 2 and 2 at a table so you have all the room. So maybe Shade and Alec, you'd want to move over here. Okay, and oil pastels. Okay, for you and for you.
I have a pimple on my nose.
Don't draw it if you don't want it to be there. As an artist, you get to be in control, unlike the school photographer.
Yay.
You can put in what you want to put in and leave out what you don't want anyone to see. So noses, that was a good question. The way I did my nose is I do a smile shape. That's for the bottom here. And then I do 2 dots right next to it. Those are the nostrils.
I know, but it looks kind of like nose, like the earrings that people get on their nose.
Oh, it does kind of look like that. And then if you want to, you can draw the lines going up.
Is there another way?
There's lots of ways. You can do it by shading.
Can you do it like this?
Yeah, this is a profile, nose and profile.
So, can you do it like this though?
Yeah, you guys can do it any way you want to. How do you like to do it?
I do it something like that.
You have the bottom part of your nose, and you have
Yeah, I like
nostrils on the side. Or you can do it from the side where you have the
That looks like
bridge
a
of your
smile
nose,
with little cheeks.
and then profile.
I look like a shoe.
Well, it'll make more sense when it's in the face.
It's a shoe. No, like. It's a shoe.
Okay. So do you guys think you want to draw just the face, or do you want to draw your whole self? So you can do really big face. And then you can play with the colors. You're not sure? Okay. And if you need to, at any time, you can peel back your colors if you use them and they get so low and the paper's in the way, just peel that back. Yeah, I think it's good to start sketching with a light color because that way it's easier to go over top than with the dark color. Unless you're happy with exactly how it is, you should keep going.
I'm not happy with you.
Okay. Here. I'll give you one more sheet, and what I would recommend for this one shade is to sketch with either yellow or the peach color or maybe the gray, because that way if you don't like your lines, when you color over them, you won't even see them, okay? Black is a hard color to cover up.
What are the lines supposed to be?
Which lines?
The lines on the face that you draw.
Oh, are you going to do your whole body? I would still make your face a little bit bigger, because look how big your paper is. You've got all this room. Just leave it there, because it'll get covered up. Make your head up here about this big.
Can you get a different?
Here, well, let's just flip over.
Actually, I don't want to make my whole
You want to just do your head? Okay, make your head pretty big. I would start up top and maybe go down to here. There you go. Coming around. Excellent. Now, but wait, before you go any further, now let's look. You're going to divide it in half from top to bottom. Excellent. And from side to side. Okay. You're going to have an eye in the middle of each of these sections. Okay. What are your thoughts? Do you want to do one big head or you want to do your whole body?
Whole body.
Okay, so you need to have room for everything. That's good.
You're not really good at making
Okay,
pictures with some people.
you're going to do fine. The neck is good. Good. Okay, before you draw your nose, let's look. Look how far this distance is. Now, you want your nose to be where? About halfway. So give me another line right about there. Yeah, okay.
Too small.
I think it's too small and too low. Let's do this.
I think I like this though.
No, you don't. We're going to make this work because all this will be covered up. I like this nose. I want you to draw the same nose, but with the bottom part there and the top part there. Yeah. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Now, the mouth is going to go about halfway. Yes. So think about your emotion. If you're smiling or frowning or serious. If you're serious, you'll leave it as a line. If you're frowning, you'll draw the frown. If you're smiling, you'll draw the smile. And then I can show you how to do the lips. You'll do the top lip. Perfect. And then the bottom lip.
I do it like this.
Okay, so you're going to do a straight line.
Straight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A little bit longer, maybe to there, from there to there.
Straight.
Uh-huh. Now, on the top, you're going to do the top lip, which is kind of like the letter M, 2 humps. Excellent. And the bottom lip is just a smile, a curve. There you go. Now, your ears. Where do they go to, Rem? Mm-hmm. Excellent. And
Too big.
a little big. It should go to about the bottom of your nose. Good. And same on the other side.
Too small.
That's good.
No, it's not.
The only difference is on this one, you had the ear curve in more. This one, it kind of dead ends into the side. So it's almost like you're drawing a heart and it begins to curve in. There. Now, you definitely need some hair and some eyebrows.
I don't know how to draw my bow.
Well, let's look and see what shape they are. Do they have a big arch in them, or are they fairly kind of straight? They go up or down?
I'm not sure.
Well, hold your head up straight and look at them. They look to me like they start out kind of straight and then they come down a little bit. Does that look right?
I mean, like,
Mm-hmm, exactly.
But how big are these?
Well, let's look. They start about at the corner of your eye and they come out a little bit past the other side of your eye.
Is it like right here? I don't know. Where. Here?
Mm-hmm. That looks good.
Here? Here?
Let me see. I would have it, instead of coming down low, I would have it continue out to the side. Yeah.
In here?
Uh-huh. That looks good. Very good. Good. Now try, see if you can, this is the hard part, is matching it on the other side. So straight over here and then hooking down over there. All right. Fantastic. Now, how about some hair? How do you want to do your hair? Do you want to do it like you have it on a side part, tucked behind your ears? The way you do that is you start up here, you do a line coming down to the ear and stopping. Start here with a line and then follow it straight. Yes, that's exactly right. Do it a little darker so you can see it though.
But I don't know if I want to.
Okay, well then how would you want to do it?
I don't know.
Well, you can think about it and work on another part if you want to. You could do the neck, your neck. Do you want to pull it back like it's in a ponytail or two ponytails on the side?
No.
Okay. What are some other possibilities? Well, let's do it down. I think it'll look really nice. Okay, you got that side good. Now from here, I want you to bring your oil pastel back up to where my finger is and do a line coming down to this ear. Excellent. Now let me see. Look up so I can see how long your hair is. Comes a little bit longer than your chin. Is that right? Shoulder length? So now what you're going to do is from the top of your head, you're going to have a line coming down behind your ears, lower than your chin to about there.
Yeah, I'm going to admit that I'm not.
Yeah,
So,
perfect. That's good. Keep going. Good. You're going to do the same thing on the other side, starting up here. Yep. Very good. Now all you need is a chin. Oh, you got your chin, your neck. Good. Now you've got everything drawn in, and you can begin to add color. Okay. Let's see how you're doing over here, Rachel. Oh, beautiful. You've got your green braid. Okay, this looks really good shade. Looks real good. Yeah. Hazel. You can use the green. One more yellow. Pupil. Black, black, black.
Well, you know what? I bet some of the kids at my school will faint. They see me on TV.
Very cool. Well, this is what the mirror is for.
I know.
Pink. So how are you going to make the pink with the oil pastels?
We use red. And then you use white.
Oh, that should work very, very well. Excellent. It's just like your lip color. Little blending.
No, I went to part once too. I went to part 2.
Getting dirty. Running out of fingers to use to blend with. I wonder if we have any paper towels.
I'm gonna make my nose a little bit darker.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
You can make it darker, you can make an outline around it, you can use different colors next to it. Sometimes that works well.
We mostly do things, well, we did prints.
How about your ears? What color are they?
I know it's cool, but I don't use them a lot.
I know. But in this area, but in our area,
I gave myself ears because my ears are pierced.
Perfect. And you've got blue stones in today too?
I have blue ladybugs.
Oh, blue ladybugs.
I just like the color blue.
Oh, blue's a good color. Can't go wrong with blue.
I put the light blue and dark. So it makes
A little sparkly.
I wanted to do these before.
Sometimes you just need to think about it a little bit longer to get the idea just right.
No, I got a better idea. Now, see if the blue goes first, then the black.
Are you going to do navy?
No, that might be cool.
Yeah, I think the blue and the black. You could do it as a sandwich. You could do blue and then black and then blue again on top.
Yeah, so it makes it. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I like her clothes. Here's purple black. I only have tissue.
I know. We should have paper towels.
We could use the extra paper.
It's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's make it, I can rip it up into smaller pieces. Yeah.
Hey, I got it.
Here. You can use these.
I do a lot of pens. Here, have some. I already have some. Not for that.
For blending. You can use this instead of your finger
Yeah,
and then rub like that.
I'll tell him then if that
Okay.
happens.
Here's some paper. You guys can use this to blend.
I know. Like this. Like more like that.
Good thinking, Shade. There.
I'm trying to make this look like that, but
More yellow.
yeah, and my orange.
There you go.
It's smearing. There you go.
And we have probably about, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. So if you don't finish your picture, what I encourage you to do is take it home with you, and even if you don't have oil pastels, to use whatever fun art supplies you have at home, color pencils, magic marker, paint. A lot of artists use more than one kind of art supply on their projects. They call it mixed media. So you can turn these into mixed media projects.
On Saturday to my post, I'll finish it there with color pastels.
Fabulous idea. You can definitely do that.
Because my friends, my mom's friend's mom, she's a teacher and she was moving into a different room and she was looking through her stuff and it's the stuff she didn't need to give to us.
Oh, how cool. So you have a good selection of art supplies at home? So you can finish it with oil pastels at home, which I'd love to see because this hair is going to look amazing when you get it all done.
And we have the exact same oil pastels.
Perfect.
Except we have purple,
Ooh, bigger sets.
indigo,
Ooh,
violet,
those might be fun colors to use on your shirt or the background.
magenta. Magenta? She likes magenta.
Have you never been on the news before? Me neither. But one time a thing at camp was on the news that I was at, but I wasn't on the news though.
Okay, before I put the white on it, it looks like a parade of
It does look like a parade of colors. And then the white is like the magic oil pastel that makes all the colors come together in harmony.
and it looks good.
It does. And it looks a lot like your hair because you have lots of different shades in your hair. There's darks and lights and highlights.
I don't, I think I don't know, I never got hair placed though.
No, it's all natural from the sun.
Cool. We go to
Most people's hair gets like that. The layer on top sees the sun more and gets a little lighter.
I don't have a purple.
There's a purple. I bet Alec would share his purple. Alec, would you share your purple? Thank you.
Just add one if you want.
I need a little bit of yellow, but it's too light. I need some brown in here. Get my magic white. And the purple.
Yeah, running out of time. But once again, you're probably not going to finish, so don't rush it. Just think about what's the most important thing you want to get done while you're here and do that part, whether it's the pants or the hair or something in the background. And then you'll have this as a take-home project, and you can finish the rest of it on your own time with your own art supplies.
I just scribble like that just to get to tell you, just so it doesn't all go as one color.
And it's definitely working. Your hair looks very real, lots of texture and color. Yours looks wonderful too. Yours is very soft. You look very serious in your picture though. You're thinking big thoughts. I like how every part is a little bit different. The lines in the hair, and the blending in the shirt, and the soft skin color, and your eyes with the lines coming out like spirals. And of course, the unicorn that tells us something about you, which is important in a self-portrait, so people can learn a little bit about who you are. Very nice. So you should definitely put your signature on it, right? sign your artwork.
No, I want to use it in cursive.
Yeah.
Can you help me? Okay, what's your name? Okay, where you?
Yeah, so what I'm going to have you guys do now is make sure you get all your oil pastels back in the box, even if they're broken, just line them up. Excellent, that turned out so awesome. I like the different stripes in the background too.
I like different colors.
Yeah, well, orange is a good color next to green. The orange is kind of an opposite color, which makes the green kind of bounce and stand out really nicely. Same with the red and the green. And the different colors you used in the skin look really nice.
Like purple, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and I can't believe you got it done so quickly, Shade, when I looked over before. Okay, 60 seconds, and all pastels have to be put down back in the box.
I just like finish this. Mm-hmm.
Sit on the floor. Okay, good. Sense of accomplishment. So.